Welcome, everyone. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like a fraud, like you don't deserve your successes, or that you're just waiting for someone to find out you're not as capable as they think you are? If you nodded yes, you are not alone. This feeling is called imposter syndrome, and today we're going to tackle it head on. I'm Cheryl Campbell, and I am so glad you're here for this workshop. In our time together, we're going to explore what imposter syndrome is, how it sneaks into our lives, and most importantly, how we can use spiritual wisdom to overcome it and embrace our true, authentic selves. Imposter syndrome is surprisingly common, especially amongst women entrepreneurs. Many of us have experienced moments of self-doubt and insecurity, feeling like we're just waiting for someone to discover we're not as competent as they think. Well, today I want to share some tools and practices that have helped me and others silence that inner critic and step into our own true power. We'll also look at imposter syndrome from a spiritual perspective by connecting with our inner wisdom and embracing our authentic selves. We can find the confidence and the peace we need to thrive. So let's dive in and start this journey together. We're going to first take a closer look at what causes these feelings of self-doubt and insecurity. Understanding the root causes can help us to better address and overcome them. So first, I want to share a personal story with you. When I started my journey as an entrepreneur, there were many times I felt like I didn't belong. Despite my achievements, I constantly doubted my abilities and felt like I was just faking it until someone would figure out that I wasn't as competent as I appeared. I also felt like, if they only really knew me, they wouldn't like me. All right. Now, these are some examples of imposter syndrome, and it's something many of us face. So why do we experience these feelings? There are a few common factors. First, society often sets high expectations, especially for women. We're expected to be perfect in every role that we take on as professionals, mothers, partners, and friends. These pressures can make us feel like we're never doing enough, leading to self-doubt. Also, from a young age, we might internalize negative messages about our worth and our capabilities. Maybe someone told you that you weren't smart enough or capable enough, and those words stuck with you. In my case, because I had the speech disorder when I was little, I overheard a conversation, heard it from the ears of a 4 or 5-year-old, and heard that I was stupid and dumb and lazy. Those words really stuck with me for a very, very long time. And over time, those beliefs can create a deep-seated fear of being found out. Third, in today's world of social media, it is easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others. We see only the highlight reels of other people's lives and successes, which can make our own achievements feel inadequate in comparison. But here's the good news. We don't have to let these factors control us. By understanding where these feelings come from, we can start to dismantle them. Let's also bring in a spiritual perspective here. Spiritually speaking, imposter syndrome can be seen as a disconnect from our true selves. When we doubt our worth, we are forgetting that each of us has a unique purpose and value. We need to reconnect with our inner wisdom and recognize our inherent worth. One powerful way to do this is through meditation. Now, you've heard me talk about meditation before, but it is really important because it helps us quiet the noise of self-doubt and tune into our inner voice. In a way, it's a way to remind ourselves that we are enough just as we are. In the next part, we're going to explore some spiritual tools and practices that can help us overcome imposter syndrome and embrace our authentic selves. Stay with me as we dive into these powerful techniques. Okay, now hopefully we understand the root causes of imposter syndrome. So let's explore some spiritual tools and practices that can help us overcome these feelings and embrace our authentic selves. We mentioned meditation, so let's talk about that. Meditation is a powerful tool to help us connect with our inner wisdom. So let's take a moment to practice a brief meditation. Find a comfortable position. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. We're going to breathe in 3 times. Actually, I'm going to try to do a different breath with you today. I'd like you to do a belly breath into a chest breath. So you're going to take 3 deep breaths in and expand your belly on a count of 3. And then on the next 3 counts, you're going to expand that breath into your chest. Hold it for just a pause, and then we're going to exhale through our mouth. So it's 3 count, expanding the belly, 3 count, expanding the chest, hold for a moment, exhale through your mouth. Now go ahead and do this a few times. As you exhale, let go of any tension. Focus on your breath, letting each inhale and exhale bring you into a state of calm and peace. And as you breathe, you can silently repeat the affirmation, I am enough, I am worthy. Continue this for a few moments, allowing yourself to feel grounded and centered. Now, those were a couple of affirmations, and I'm sure you're aware affirmations are positive statements that can help reprogram our subconscious mind. So write down some affirmations that resonate with you and repeat them daily. Here are a few to get you started. I am capable and confident in all that I do. I trust my intuition and inner wisdom. I am worthy of success and happiness. Now, there's other ways that you can embrace your authenticity as well. Journaling is another way. As a matter of fact, it's a fantastic way to explore and express your true self. Set aside time each day to write about your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Use this time to reflect on your journey, celebrate your successes, and acknowledge your growth. And it's a wonderful way just to, when you go back to see your progress, that you can see it because you have a journal of what you've been going through. It's really a very powerful tool. Another powerful tool is prayer and mindfulness. When you engage in these practices, especially when they resonate with your spiritual beliefs, it's amazing. These practices can help you stay connected to your higher self and maintain a sense of inner peace and clarity. Now, just a word here, everybody's definition of spirituality is different. It's going to be unique to you. So be true to yourself. There's no right way to be spiritual, no wrong way to be spiritual. It just depends on what it means to you. Another thing that we can do to get rid of imposter syndrome is to raise our vibration. Now, we already talked about journaling on your everyday things that you're doing, but also keep a gratitude journal. Keeping a journal like this can help shift your focus from self-doubt to appreciation. Each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. This simple practice can raise your vibration and help you see the positive aspects of your life. Now, many of these tools we've talked about before, but it's because they truly help. The next one I want to suggest is visualization. It's a powerful technique to manifest your goals and dreams. So take a few minutes every day to visualize yourself achieving your goals. See yourself confident, successful, and fulfilled. Feel the emotions associated with your success and hold on to that positive energy. Speaking of energy, also try energy clearing. Techniques like smudging, using crystals, or sound healing can help clear your negative energy and raise your vibration. I'll share one really super easy way to do, especially if you're good at visualizing, is again, just close your eyes and picture the room that you're in, and picture a large white sheet above your head that encompasses the entire room, and then picture that sheet slowly floating down to the ground. And as it's floating down to the ground, set your intention in your mind that as this white sheet floats to the ground, I am removing all negative energies surrounding me. It's a super easy way, and it actually does work. If you feel energy, you will notice the difference after doing this quick little trick. Now, all of these tools, when you incorporate them into your daily life, you can begin to overcome imposter syndrome and step into your true, authentic self. Now, we're going to look at some practical strategies to help you overcome imposter syndrome. These strategies, combined with the spiritual insights we've shared, can empower you to silence self-doubt and embrace your true potential. So what we're going to do first is we're going to reframe negative thoughts. Whenever you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts like, I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve this, pause and challenge those thoughts. Ask yourself if they are based on fact or fear. Replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations, reminding yourself of your strengths and achievements. Fear is not a good thing to incorporate into your life, and so recognizing that some of the things that you do are fear-based is one of the best ways to begin to get rid of those fear-based habits that you may have and that might be hurting you and stopping you from achieving your goals. Now, from a spiritual standpoint, remember that fear is often a product of your ego. By shifting your focus from fear to love and compassion, you can transform your mindset. Whenever you feel self-doubt creeping in, take a moment to breathe and center yourself. Remind yourself that you are a divine being with unique gifts to offer. Now, in a situation like this, when you're breathing in and breathing out, you could also say, I'm breathing in love and compassion. And as you exhale, you can say, I'm exhaling all fear. I am breathing in love. I am exhaling fear. That also works really well because you're setting an intention for your breathing. Always build a support system. So you want to surround yourself with supportive and like-minded individuals. Join groups or communities like the Women's Impact Network, where you can share your experiences and learn from others. Mentorship can provide valuable guidance and encouragement. Spiritually, the power of connection and collaboration is incredible. We are all interconnected, and by supporting each other, we elevate ourselves and those around us. So find a spiritual community like Empower Her to Win, or a group that resonates with you and your particular spirituality, and actively participate in it. Now, we've also talked about this before, but setting intentions. When you use intention setting as a spiritual practice to align with your true purpose, incredible things can happen. So each morning, take a few minutes to set positive intentions for your day. Now, we actually talked about this last week. You can set them for your day, and also you can set them for your week. Focus on what you want to achieve and how you want to feel. Write these intentions down and revisit them throughout the day. I gave you an example of one of mine last week, and that is every morning I say to myself, it is my intention to live this day with ease and grace and in flow. I also say that it is my intention that all of the work that I create today, all of the content that I create today, will serve myself and others to their highest potential. And every day I reword that a little bit differently, but it's always the same feeling about that I'm trying to do things for the highest good. And it does reflect on how I spend my, I don't know if you can see my puppy dog here, but he keeps on coming to say hi. He's a sweetheart. He's about 15 years old now, too. Now, another thing that we can do, some other practical steps, is that you can break down your goals into manageable steps. Create a plan and set realistic deadlines. Celebrate small victories along the way. It's so important to do that because it keeps yourself motivated and encouraged. I had a horrible habit of putting about 20 things on my daily task list, and I wasn't realistic about how much I can get done in a given day. And it would always make me feel bad about myself that I didn't achieve my goals. So quite a while ago, I learned to break them down into much smaller baby steps. And then as I would finish those steps and throughout the day, it made me feel so much better about myself because I was getting my daily goals completed. Now, by integrating all of these practical strategies with spiritual practices, you can effectively overcome imposter syndrome and step into your authentic power. As we come to the end of our workshop, let's take a moment to recap the key points we've covered and reflect on our journey together. First, we defined imposter syndrome and recognized how common it is, especially among women entrepreneurs. We shared personal stories and explored the root causes, including societal pressures, internalized beliefs, and the impact of comparisons. Next, we delved into spiritual tools and practices that can help us overcome imposter syndrome. We practiced meditation to connect with our inner wisdom, learned about the power of affirmations, and explored the importance of journaling, prayer, and mindfulness. We also discussed ways to raise our vibration through gratitude journaling, visualization, and energy clearing. Then we looked at practical strategies for overcoming imposter syndrome. We talked about reframing negative thoughts, building a supportive community, and setting intentions and goals. We learned that by combining these strategies with spiritual practices, that we can empower ourselves to silence self-doubt and embrace our true potential. Remember, overcoming imposter syndrome is a journey, not a destination. It requires consistent effort, self-compassion, and the willingness to connect with our true selves. By integrating the tools and practices we discussed today, you can begin to transform self-doubt into self-belief and step into your authentic power. Before we finish, I want to leave you with a final thought. You are enough just as you are. Your unique gifts and talents are valuable, and you deserve all the success and happiness that comes your way. Trust in yourself, embrace your authenticity, and know that you are supported on your journey. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found this workshop helpful and inspiring. If you have any questions or need further support, please feel free to reach out to me. Remember to stay connected with our community for ongoing encouragement and resources. So take a deep breath, carry these insights with you, and continue to shine your light. Together, we can overcome imposter syndrome and embrace our true, authentic selves. Until we meet again, many blessings to you and yours. Bye-bye for now.